So this is the look. I'm really feeling this look. Yes. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isha. If you guys didn't know, I don't think I've introduced myself in my videos, but my name is Isha. It's Aisha, but everyone calls me Isha. So yeah, so welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to create something really sultry, sexy, kind of sophisticated nighttime look using a lot of different products and one new particular product, which is the Bobbi Brown foundation. I have been wanting to get my hands on that foundation. I finally got my hands on it, so you get to see what my thoughts are in this video on that foundation. Oh, do you guys like my little faux bob? I try to do something a little different and kind of pin my hair under for a nice little bob look. I think it looks really nice with this top that I have on. Has like the open slits on the end and a nice tunic. I think it's really pretty and appropriate for this look. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. First I'm going to start off by priming my eyes, and I'm going to be using the Fiona Styles Full Perfect Cover Concealer in the color number 6. I really like the consistency of this Fiona Styles concealer for a base for my eyeshadow. It's a good mix between creamy and pasty. It does not dry my eyelids out, which I love. Now that I laid my base for my eyeshadow, I'm going to go in and I'm going to set it with my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Bake and Brighten powder. It's a nice yellow powder. I just like to use it lightly, only because I don't want to have any flashback. I'm going to be going in and laying down my transition shade, and I will be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Day Rate. It's a nice cool pinky mauve shade. Just blending it up into the crease. I'm just making sure to bring that color to the outer corner and all the way to the inner corner. Now I want to go in with the Nika K eyeshadow palette. I'm taking this color right here on the end. This more of like a, I guess it looks reddish pink right now, but yeah, so I'm going to be taking this color here on the end and bringing that also into my crease. And I'm just going to be following that same shape that I created with that transition shade. Now I'm going to start to deepen up that crease, and I'm going to start with the eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills called Rich Brown. It's a nice cool tone brown, and I'm just following that same shape that I created. So I'm taking it in the crease and straight across. Taking this hot pink shade here. I'm just so amazed at how pigmented a $5 eyeshadow palette could be. Now I'm going to go in with a black cream eye pencil, and I'm going to be using NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Black Bean. I'm going to take and place that along my lash line and then blend that up into my crease. This is going to create a base for my next shade I'm gonna lay down. And you can go back in with another swipe along the lash line. You know, if necessary, if you need it to be a little darker, which I probably will do. Now that I placed down that black cream shade, I want to go in and set it. I'm going to set it with a black eyeshadow. It doesn't have to be a really intense black eyeshadow. It's pretty much going to act as like a translucent powder. And I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that hot pink. And I'm really focusing this pink shade right on top of the edge of the black, just so I can really blend out and kind of diffuse the black. So now I'm going to go in and place down that lid shade. I'm going to be using this really pretty eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is Star Cobalt, and it is so gorgeous. I'm going to place it all over that base that I created it for, and I'm just going to wet my brush with a little bit of the setting spray, and I'm just going to go in and place that all over my lid. I'm just gonna bring that to the inner corner as well. It has a really pretty blue. I'm just gonna blend out the edges. And I think I'm just gonna take a little bit of that blue and place it on my blending brush, just so I can kind of blend that blue into the crease, just so it can have like that gradient effect. Okay, I like that. I want to go in with this really beautiful shade by Anastasia Beverly Hills once again. This is in the color Icy. Look how pretty that is. Just like the color, like it says, it's a really nice icy blue. I'm just gonna place that like right in the center of my eyelid, just to give it that halo effect. It's so pretty. Now that I've laid that blue down on the center of my eyelid, I'm just going to take and now blend out those edges, just so they won't be harsh and it diffuses evenly and just smoothly, and just everything meshes like butter. And I just want to intensify that blue, so I'm just going to go back in with that darker blue, just pack it on the inner and outer corners. I'm just going to go back and forth with those two blues. And now I'm just going to take my gel liner and I'm just going to tight line my lash line. I'll be using the Maybelline Black is the Black gel pot. I'm going to set that black liner just so it won't budge and it won't move, and I'm just going to be setting it with that black shadow from the Nika K eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I did a slight wing liner, and now I'm going to move on to my lashes. I'm going to be using the House of Lashes by the Sephora collection. These are in the style Natalia, and I like the fact that they flare out in the center of the eyelash, and they already have a curve to them. So I haven't tried these before, and I'm really you know, excited about trying these out. And this is how they look. They're really pretty. So I'm just gonna put on my lashes off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna finish up the rest of the face. I'm back. I have the lashes on. I must say that they were some of the easiest lashes that I have put on. I think I do like a thicker band. The only thing about these lashes is that I can definitely feel them on my eyes. I underestimated how full they were. So I definitely can feel them on my eyes. But we're going to move on. I'm going to move on to the face, and I'm going to be priming my face with the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. It is perfect for my oily skin. I'm going to be using the foundation that I've been really dying to try. It is the Bobbi Brown Skin Long Wear Weightless Foundation. It's SPF 15. It says it is full cover, oil-free shine control, and I have been dying to try this. I love the packaging on it. It's like a frosted bottle, and it has a pump. So I picked up the color Golden 6. It smells like lavender. It smells exactly like lavender. It's not too strong, but you definitely can smell it as you're placing it on your face. It definitely smells like lavender. So I'm just going to start by blending it out with my flat top kabuki brush. Yeah, it definitely smells like lavender. It smells good. I think I'm going to have to go in with my beauty blender instead, because it looks a little streaky and patchy with that application. It is a little bit more of a matte finish than I thought it was. I underestimated that. I like to use my beauty blender with more full coverage foundations and matte foundations, only because it that smells so good. That smells really good. But I like to go in and use my beauty blender with more matte full coverage foundations, only because it blends it out a lot more seamlessly, as well as it kind of cuts down the drying time. And shears it out just a tad bit. And this is the foundation that you would have to work with in sections as well, because when I say it is drying pretty fast and it has like a tackiness to it. The color match is perfection. Like, this is my perfect shade. Matches perfectly with my neck. What I will say is that it's not as full coverage as, well, actually I didn't honestly think that it was going to be that full coverage, that much of a full coverage. I was expecting it to have a medium coverage, which it does, which is not a bad thing. I think just making sure that you work in sections with it though, because it is a matte foundation. Let's see, let me get a pen. It does build nicely. Like I said, I don't think this is a full coverage foundation because you can still see my birthmark right here. So I don't think this is a full coverage foundation. However, we're gonna test it out and see if it is buildable. Okay, so it's not full coverage. I could probably go in with another layer on my birthmark, but I'm not, because it's not really a big deal for me to have like a full coverage foundation. Although I do like full coverage foundation, it's really not that big of a deal. And it's a little tacky. Now I'm just gonna move on to my concealer, and I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. And then I'm also gonna be using the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin and the color Light Medium number 30. This is just more of a highlight, and this is just kind of just going to tone down this lighter shade. So I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer first. This is pretty much like my skin tone. I normally do this with a lighter concealers that I have, and it just seems like it just blends into the foundation, into the skin a lot more flawlessly than going in with a lighter concealer. So what I did was I went ahead and went back into my inner corners with Fawn, and then I'm just going to take my Pure Beige in my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm just going to go over that color because it didn't have enough yellow tone in that Super Stay. So I may have to go back and see what other colors they have. I think I'm the only one on the planet that does not do their eyebrows before they do their makeup. It's always an afterthought for me, and not necessarily an afterthought. I don't know, like I just rather do my eyebrows after I do my makeup. And I'm just setting my face with that Hard Candy Sheer Envy Bake and Brighten Set Loose Setting Powder. That's a long name. And I just went back in on the top of my brow bone just to give me a little bit more highlight. And I'm just gonna go back in with this lighter shade. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go back into that hot pink shade once more, and I'm just gonna smudge that across the lower lash line. You guys, my camera cut off. I don't know what you guys missed. I do apologize. And I went ahead and smoked out the lower lash line. I went in with this hot pink shade here from the Nika K palette. After I went in with that hot pink shade, I then went over it with the Rich Brown. And then now I'm just going to take that Star Cobalt and I'm going to smoke that across the lower lash line as well. I'm just going to move on to my eyebrows because sometimes last video I did forget to do my eyebrows, so I'm going to move on. Now I'm going to be taking the Jordana Quick Brow in the color Dark Brunette. I normally use the Natural Taupe, but I could not find it, so I'll be using the Dark Brunette today. And I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Mahogany to contour my skin. So one of the things I've been loving from Maybelline from my last video I posted is the Maybelline's Master Bronze and Highlight Palette. I've been particularly enjoying these first 3 shades here. I'm going to go in first with this bronzing shade here, and I'm just going to bronze my skin. Now I'm going to go in with that contouring shade just to go back in and deepen up that contour. Go in with that highlighting shade. I like this shade because it's pretty toned down, pretty natural, and it has like this pinky undertone to it that I think is really pretty. So I'm going to go in and start off with a, you know, more natural highlight. It's such a pretty shade. So now I'm going to go in with a more intense highlighter, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Rose Gold, and give the natural highlight a little bit more dimension. So now I'm going to be moving on to the lips. My face is complete. I don't really want to wear any blush, so I'm just going to skip the blush altogether. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the color 85 Protector. This is such a pretty kind of brownish red tone shade. I think this is going to go perfect with my eye look. And I think I want to lighten up this lip color with a little bit of my Black Radiance Perfect Tone Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade 5403. Okay, you guys, that was the final look. If you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to keep on pumping out more content for you guys. I hope you guys are really enjoying it. And you let me know if you have any suggestions or any comments that you would like to leave. Leave them in the comment box below, and I will be sure to reply to you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.